Uncle Go Clip.
As I was in Tenerife, I mingled with a lot of, really amazing and fantastic people, but some super wealthy, some people that went through some shit in their life that you don't want that to happen to your worst enemy, and that have pulled themselves up to a point that now they are, very good at something, have built a family or whatever, and you're like, wow, kind of like amazing. And so you have this bunch of people, and out of those, a lot of them were coached, and that kind of like that made me tick. That was the first thing. Then when I came back, a friend of mine who is rather successful, uh, she's painting, she's like in the fashion industry, she's doing so much. She was like, yeah, do you know someone who could be a coach actually? And I was like, wow, that's what in my head is like, why someone who is already achieving so much need a coach? And actually, what dawned on me is that probably the reverse is probably because you are supported and helped on your blind spots, on where you don't know where you are missing things, on unlooping your own thinking, on asking yourself different questions, on being, kept accountable, on putting your objectives on paper, on all those sorts of things. I was like, oh, but maybe it's because she has a coach that she goes there. So then I started to be coached, and then I'm doing that since the beginning of the year. And then I'll go back to what you said earlier. When COVID arrived, yeah, I should have mentioned that. I should be now in Asia, working in Singapore, doing the same thing that I'm doing in London. COVID has thrown a massive spinball in my face and in my life. Now, two ways to look at it, and it's funny, I had a conversation with a colleague of mine who was bemused by the fact that I was joyful and smiling at the situation. By the way, we can do that, as I know that you want to know what my routine is, and for now about 18 months, I'm meditating every morning, and but anyway, so I'm just being a bit on the tangent. But anyway, one thing is just that I have stopped taking events for what they are not, and building my own story about it rather than taking it for what they are and assessing them for what they are in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And there is this book that is sorry, I'm throwing books as well, like along the, if that's cool with
Fine,
you.
man.
Yeah, cool. The Obstacle is the Way, where by Ryan Holiday, where actually what he's saying is like obstacles, life is an obstacle, full stop. And it's almost like we can stop there. Life is an obstacle. And if you don't want to have obstacle, you know what? Fucking stay on the sofa. And even there, maybe the Netflix is not going to work. It's going to be an obstacle of not doing anything. So what do? So you have to find life, as your beloved Les Brown would say, is a serious matter. Life doesn't come easy, like you need to either design it or it's designed, for you. Anyway, so at some point I'm like, okay, so shit keeps on happening, and then all of a sudden, early in the COVID situation, I was like, but I really like what my coach is giving me. I love helping people grow. How about I am doing that to other people? How about I'm doing that? How about I'm helping other? How about I'm kind of like trying to help other finding their own self, igniting their own dream, inspiring their own success, right? And and at the moment, this is kind of like what is working in like I got all the building blocks I'm doing, and so I started discussing with my coach at the time, and she recommended, and for anyone who listen and who is interested maybe in that path, the ICF, which is the International Coaching Federation, because coach, you got everything and anything, right? Is today a lot of people say that they are coach and they haven't been to any sort of structured, and I don't want to sound too French, like, oh, if you don't have the right diploma, who are you to say anything, right? And as sorry, I'm paraphrasing a lot of people, but as Tony Robbins said, well, he has a PhD in results. So at the end of the day, what counts is result, right? And full stop. I buy that 200%. Now, when you don't know, either you go and fuck it up and you don't know what you're doing and then you assume that you are and you say that it is, or you learn from people, you learn from the best, or you learn for some people who are somehow accredited. So I've started looking at different training, and then I picked one that is in London called Coaching Development. A bit of publicity here. They are really really good. The guy's been doing that for 30 years. Has written books. The one who is going to give us the training next time is as well reading books and stuff. Sorry, writing books, reading stuff. Anyway, and so a very nice cohort of people, a lot of practice, and I'm going to start hopefully coaching soon. I haven't. We've started coaching each other, and I am going to start coaching people anytime soon. For any listener, if you are interested. But I guess the conclusion of this comment there is well, I mean, we went in different direction, and you can take it in different direction as well. But what I really love about coaching is, and what is really hard is a coach is not your Les Brown. It's not your Tony Robbins. It's someone who is just silence and who listen to you and who asks you a few questions to help you unloop yourself. So it's not what people say, right? Oh yeah, so you are going to give me answer. No, I'm not fucking going to give you answer. However, I am going to be 200% present with you in that moment to listen to you, but to listen to you. It's not kind of like half listening. It's just like, and this is really hard to listen to someone, right? And as you are doing right now, and you're like, okay, well, what am I going to say? Am I going to pick in that point, or the laundry behind just finished? And I don't know, maybe you have the laundry or the cooking. I don't know where you are, but being present 100% with someone, listening to them, deeply listening to them. It's just like monks in Bhutan and in like Laos are spending their life to try to hone what present in this moment is, right?
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.